Yeah.
Wait, who's all here? But just.
All right. I'm Gary. Gary.
I know you, Gary. God damn it.
I'm sorry. That's John, and that's Philip. Philip was. We wanted to try something. We kind of sprung this on you. This is the Half-Assed podcast, by the way. Just so fuck everybody else who's listening.
Completely half-assed.
What a start.
Okay. But this is Philip. Philip is a guy. He wanted to talk to you. He's a huge fan, and you are a very personable person. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But you're all about your fans. I mean, this is James Marandino. Is that how you pronounce your last name? I'm stuck on your last name. I really am. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's how. But you did it right, so that's all good.
That's okay. So you really are a man of your fans. The director of SLC Punk, the future director of SLC Punk 2, Punk's Dead.
Yeah, I'll just call it Punk's Dead and we'll leave it at that.
Punk's Dead, and shut up, Philip. Shut up.
He gave you one fucking rule to follow, Philip. One rule. Unless the question for James, you shut your goddamn mouth.
But yeah, anyway, Philip here. He wanted to ask you a question or two or six because he's a cop. He doesn't follow the rules. Philip is a cop.
Contest.
Okay.
But
he shoots innocent women in the back of the head.
Yes.
He shoots innocent, and he beats up homeless people in California.
And steps on their neck so that they die. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, steps on their necks. What's that, Phil?
Said only if I have a chance to.
God bless you.
And you're doing the corporation's work, son.
It's a noble work that you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, since he's here and we're picking on him, let's let him ask his question first then.
Yeah, go ahead, Phil. What do you got for James, buddy?
What do I have? I have lots of things. None of them are appropriate.
God damn it!
No, obviously there's several independent movies that around the same time I came across, including your first film, SLC Punk, which sadly I've lent out to somebody and could not review again this week. But I was kind of curious. You've taken this time to sit there and write another one, and are you worried in any way about how that feature's going to pan out? I mean, with the second movie.
No, I think it'll go pretty smoothly. Oh, is that for James?
Yeah, that's for James. That was
sorry.
No, I think it'll go pretty smoothly, actually. Thank you. Yeah, listen. This version. I've written a couple versions of the sequel, but initially this script is coming from a script I wrote before SLC Punk. So you know, when you write scripts, you don't always get lucky getting them made. So this is sort of a movie that I wrote before SLC Punk. So I don't know. We'll see. You know, I'll throw it in the air, see if people like it. You know?
That's all. I mean, that's all you can really do. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I've done some pretty shitty movies between SLC Punk and now, so we'll see what happens.
I don't know. All the movies I've seen was that upstairs neighbor you did.
That's before SLC Punk.
Yeah, but I've seen that and I like that. And I've seen SLC Punk. I like that one. So far you're 100% on the Gary hit meter.
Just cover that.
Shut the fuck up, cop.
Oh boy.
Jesus. What's bad is Philip really is a cop, and he lives apparently in my immediate area. So
so he can come in with a club and mace and do the whole.
Oh
thing.
Yeah, rape me. You know, if I was a woman, he'd rape me in my jail cell. You know,
so he can do the whole the cop limba.
Yeah, ignore my Miranda rights. You know, the normal shit.
That was a great song.
Shoot your dog.
Ignore my Miranda rights.
Ignore my Miranda rights.
Those are
which will be featured in Punk's Dead. Ignore my Miranda rights by the Philip Grabmillers.
That's right. The Hispanic version.
The Hispanic version.
I've been following the Facebook post you've been doing for the sequel. I guess Punk's Dead. Punk's Dead. Yes. Right. Okay.
Well, I don't do.
There. Anyway, you've been getting a really good turnout for it. It seems a lot of.
I don't handle that page. That's handled by somebody else. I have my own little page, which is considered like a virtual pub. Gary knows it because you know I usually
Gary-
don't really address Gary. I don't address stuff on that really too much.
Is that where you do the Walking Dead hangout at?
I used to, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, it was getting kind of weird. Gary can attest to that.
Yeah, it was getting really weird. This speaks volumes to the kind of person James is, right?
Okay.
The Walking Dead comes on. He gets on his SLC Punks pub, which you can find on Facebook. He gets on there and he interacts with the people, and these people go nuts. And mostly they're well behaved people. They're smart. They're funny. They're witty.
Unlike Gary.
Completely unlike me. I'm a troll of a worse caliber. But
I'm just hovering over that mute button on Philip. You just say the word, Gary.
Oh God, just mute him with a bullet in the back of the head. But James gets on there and he proposes that they do a Google Hangouts for the punk, and he gets on. And these people just go nuts. But then it just devolves into sex jokes and.
Oh yeah, no, it was
necrophilia, and most of it's by James. It's weird. He's like, "Oh, let's have sex with the dead people," and we're like, "James, come on!" They're like,
it was all me. But, I experienced kind of a de-evolution, so it happens.
Let's try fucking the zombies to death. That'll work.
But yeah,
well,
I've got to say, I'm really excited to actually just talk to you because I have never ever met Star.
Well, it's been like a year in the making.
Yeah, a year in the making. You really have.
Still haven't met a Star, Gary. So keep.
Well,
looking.
you've got this cult following. I mean, you've got this. I mean, literally just throngs of people who love you. And I don't know how else to explain it, but I mean, and you're very personable. I mean, anybody can talk to you, and you will talk to anybody, just like, and you don't.
But don't you think it's like? I mean, like I'm not Brad Pitt. I mean, I'm just regular. Don't you think like I should talk to people? I mean, like, isn't that sort of if people are like supporting what I do, then I should probably talk to them. I've always felt that way.
That's why we like you. That's how.
Yeah, and that's what makes you different from the Brad Pitts. That's what makes you different from the George Clooney's.
Well, and about $150 million. But
well,
that's
yeah, well that too. You don't have no like
about the rugged good looks.
That's for
Joe. Whoa, no. Brad and I, we both have the same look. And Brad and I, it's a close, it's close.
Yeah, you're twins.
Yeah,
you guys are twins. I can hardly tell the difference.
It's impossible to tell.
I masturbate to both of you equally.
Yeah, when we hung out, man, knowing people thought we were twins,
Yeah, it's like, is that James or Brad? I can't tell.
Exactly. Jennifer Aniston had no idea, which one.
Just turn on the light. It's you one day. It's like,
yeah, she was like, Brad. I'm like, no, busted.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't tell them apart. I had to keep looking behind me. Which one's fucking me? Is it James? Brad? Is it both?
Well, when he'd get tired, I'd come in. It's not
She just turns around and screams, "Do what you gotta do!"
Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know if we set a new record. We usually turn gay within the first 5 minutes of the show, and I think
we're still
that time.
We're still pretty straight. We're still on the straight side. Yeah, we're still hitting.
I don't know. I just suggested that he could fuck me in the ass, but
I tell you what though. I am sweating. I have never sweated this profusely. I am just
nervous.
literally.
You feel nervous?
Oh my God! It's so salty.
But you're in Missouri? Is that right?
Oh yeah, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
It's hot as hell.
It's hot, and there's twisters over there.
There's black NATOs.
There's fire NATOs. Have you seen that picture circling? The net of the fire NATO?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've used that picture, man.
That was here.
Pretty crazy.
Really?
Chillicothe. That was in Chillicothe, Missouri. But
there's locust NATO out there.
Yeah. There's black NATOs.
Black NATO.
Redneck.
Yeah, redneck NATO.
Gary had a black NATO.
Can't understand you, Phil. Jesus.
Philip's sounding like a little bit like alien talk.
Yeah, we all gotta be quiet for Phil because he's on his fucking phone.
Yeah, because it's the Halfassed podcast with Phil.
You can't actually get online. You gotta go on the phone.
Oh,
tried
no.
that.
Are you patrolling right now? Are you beating up a young black man?
I have a question for James. How about that?
Okay, good. Philip.
Here's
Oh,
a
here
question
you go.
about James. For James, about James.
Okay.
How far into the production are you with Punkstead? I know you're working on the
I shoot in 5 weeks.
5 weeks already. All right.
5 weeks. I know you've got all your cast set.
Is that
Yeah.
locked in? Because some of them still say rumored or whatever.
I got a couple of cameos that I'm not revealing yet.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
5 weeks
You
in
know,
production.
I'm a cock tease. Oh, we're gay now.
Oh yeah. Well, there was one you revealed of McTag himself. There was McTag himself who has anal sex with a potato.
Yeah, that's you, but that's a whole.
Guy.
That's
That's a whole different movie. That's a whole different movie.
That's like a side. That's a spinoff.
Yeah, that's a private thing.
If you're ever looking to do a movie about a guy who's been married about 3 years, has, I don't know, let's say like a 2-year-old, and is supposed to be straight, but loves going out and just finding the biggest, blackest guys he can.
I would do that, but I've already done that like 3 or 4 times, so I don't
I've
know.
been method acting for that for a while now.
All right, Phil. What do you got? What do you got, buddy? Let's go.
Okay.
Today.
So I'll go with one last question. I noticed in one of the posts that was listed, you mentioned something about a third possible movie, and maybe having to get a bigger budget for that one. Is that actually, or are you just fucking with people?
No. Well, I'll need a bigger boat for that, but yeah, no. I mean, like, I don't want to. I'm keeping my options open. I have to look at. Am I over? Doing this thing. When I make movies about people in Salt Lake City, for me, when I make stories about outsiders, I think about Salt Lake City because that's where I grew up. So if I want to play in that area and I want to make jokes about that and I want to talk about that, that's where I'm going to go. So I have 4 or 5 scripts that take place in Salt Lake City about outsiders. So yeah, I'm not joking about a third one.
You're kind of like the Stephen King of the punk world, then.
Well, or the crappy Woody Allen of New York. I mean,
okay.
It's sort of like that. I mean,
crappy Woody Allen.
I'll tell you, I have one script that's in Salt Lake City. A lot of kids that I knew when I was like 12 years old were relocated Witness Protection Agency children.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
So they're guys like, named Vinnie Jones and Guido Smith.
Killing McStab your face.
Yeah, and we went around and we would sell, toilet paper insurance in the neighborhood, but then we were the guys that did the toilet papering. So, we'd say, we'll clean up your toilet paper if you give us $50 if you ever get toilet paper to the summer. And if you don't pay us, we would hit those houses.
And is that how you got Matthew Lillard to be in the movie, the first one?
That's like Goodfellas meets Stand By Me.
That's a weird segue, John. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, that movie sounds like Goodfellas meets Stand By Me. You get the fucking lollipop.
Yeah, or 8. What is that? 20. Super 8.
Yeah, Super 8. You just need a giant alien monster.
Yeah, it's called the Mormon Church.
Exactly.
Yeah, we like to stick it to the Mormon Church at least once a show too.
Now, have you ever thought of?
Stick it to the Mormon Church?
All right, Philip, shut the fuck up.
I just muted him. His phone sounds terrible. It's not his fault.
I mean, so Matthew Lillard, yeah, that's an interesting thought.
What I said was that did you threaten to toilet paper his house to get him to be in the movie?
Oh no, which one? SLC Punk?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I tell you what. I'm excited about you. I read over your cast. You announced most of them.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this Punkstead too. I am really happy, and I'm probably in the minority here. I am happy that Matthew Lillard isn't going to be in this one. I hope he's not one of the cameos, because then I'm just fucked. But I'm not a big Matthew Lillard fan, honestly.
Yeah.
He's got one.
I mean, I always like when I cast him in the first one. He as a part of audition process, specifically, and I gave him the job.
Yeah.
He did a good job in SLC Punk.
Yeah.
No,
and
yeah,
I think he makes it, and I think he did a good job as Shaggy. As well.
Yeah, yeah, he did a good, yeah. And then
I mean, like, it's sort of.
Not so much in Scream.
I'm not going to. Well, he did Scream before. I don't like the Scooby-Doo movies at all.
Yeah.
At all. At all.
So, I'm not going to, pretend that I did. But, I mean, he's, for the replacing Casey Kasem.
That's racist, man.
Is it, what, replacing Casey Kasem?
No, that you don't like Scooby-Doo. Just
Yeah,
racist.
well, I am racist in that respect.
There's millions of Asians that would love a chance at Scooby-Doo.
At eating Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, but that's where we need to teach them that they're wrong. We should send John McCain over and tell him.
Yeah.
With his dead hand.
With his Tyrannosaurus Rex arms.
Yeah, or use force, either way.
Yeah, but he did a great job. I mean, SLC Punk was it was an amazing movie. It really was. It was well written, and I didn't see it up until last year. John grew up with it.
Yeah, you know what? It's a big compliment too, because it's one of those movies that you would put on when everybody was just hanging out. Even if you weren't watching it full attention every time, you would just put it on, catch little parts here and there, but it would just always be on, at least once or twice every weekend when everybody's hanging out.
But I mean, okay, so you're a delusional man?
What?
You're a delusional man?
Why?
That you would do that?
No. No, it's good.
Yeah, he's a very.
There's a movie on there. I used to just walk around.
There's a movie on there.
There's a movie on there. They wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I've heard that. I of course never thought that anyone would actually watch it more than halfway through. So
No, it's
so
one of those ones that's it's actually harder to watch all in one sitting.
John, it's always nice to hear that. Obviously,
I'm very sensitive. God damn it! I'm leaving. Whatever.
You're a bit red.
A bit.
He's more than a bit red. Oh, John has the biggest ego of anybody I've ever met. Oh my God.
Huh?
Other than myself.
Wait. Gary just said that John has the biggest ego of anyone he ever met?
Yeah.
Thank God somebody else is finally hearing that and how ridiculous Usually it's just me and him saying shit like that to me. I'm thinking about
Gary, let me introduce you to yourself.
Yes.
I'm sweating.
Person I know.
I'm literally the most I am never wrong. I am as close to God as you could get to a person.
And I'll agree with that.
You're as imaginary too. Take that one, God.
Philip there, wanting to ask questions.
I unmuted him. You got another one, Philip?
No, I'm good since you want to unmute me now. Fuck you both.
All right, mute him back.
Back on mute. There you go.
Back on mute.
And we'll say this.
Hold on. He didn't understand I just want to tell people he didn't understand the basic concept of shut the fuck up.
No, you know what? It's not his fault. It's the sound of his phone when he's moving it around. You could hear it.
And his voice when he speaks.
And he won't shut the fuck up.
So he didn't understand the paradigm of shut your fucking mouth?
Yeah, he's on here as a courtesy. He's like, oh, you're going to talk to James? Oh, I've always wanted to meet him. You know what? And we kind of sprung this on you, and I apologize for it, but I really didn't see you'd have a problem with it because you're so personable.
I know.
No.
And Philip is a genuine fan, and we're like, you know what? This is what we'd like to do because we're the half-ass podcast. We're not the full-ass podcast. We do shit the way we want to do it and how we like it and how people like to listen. And he's one of the people who listen. So,
but I appreciate that though. I think that's great.
Do like our fans as much as they hate us and we hate them back, but we all get along now. It's a kind of love-hate relationship we have.
Yeah, I had some tussles with Gary before, but you know what? I liked there are misunderstandings, but I like the videos you guys do.
Yeah. Me and James got into it pretty big. I ended up being completely wrong and an asshole about it, but
he misunderstood something I said, so he called me a has-been. My answer to him was like, how can I be a has-been if I've never been anything?
I'm not a has-been. I was a never was.
Yeah, so what are you talking about?
Yeah, but I want to take this time to publicly apologize about that once again because that was completely my fault, and I have this crazy
so you're considering Philip
psychotic.
public?
Well, yeah, he's my apology.
He's the
Philip's my
public.
apology. The wasteless fucking should have been an abortion is my apology. But fucking cop. Oh
You should
my
defend
God.
yourself, Phil. Say something if you don't agree.
What I hope is you get out of your patrol car. This is what I hope for Philip. I hope he gets out of his patrol car. As he's beating a black man, he forgets to put on the fucking parking brake and it runs over him, saving the black man who is safe by just laying on the ground, and he just rolls into a gas tank. It blows up, and then a fucking dog eats his penis off.
What I would like is that in the finals, after 8 shots into the head of the dog that's not threatening him, if in the very last bullet he could think of me, that would be really nice.
Yeah. See?
You can tell we've all seen the same videos on Facebook, at least.
You know,
they're all there.
Yeah.
what's bad is Philip's gonna be just the most hated cop in America, and he hasn't. And Philip, let me get this straight. Philip is a great guy. He is
I have
probably
no doubt, or else he wouldn't be here.
yeah. He's a great guy. Philip is a great cop. He's one of the people who don't fuck with. He got into being a cop for all the right reasons. Philip really did. He got in to help protect and serve
They're
and
not
beat black
all.
people.
They're not all necessarily fascist.
No, they're just and that's the thing. Nobody in Nazi Germany said, "Hey, they were just doing their jobs. Leave this one Nazi alone. He's pretty cool."
Oh, Hitler had some good ideas.
There were no like guards at concentration camps and said, "Hey, I was following orders. Come on."
Yeah. Hitler was an okay guy. He just had a math problem.
Yeah.
What the fuck, you know?
Can I spin all the way back around to the movie for a second?
Yeah.
What's that?
So you said that you wrote this one before this SLC Punk. The story takes place before the original one?
No, but conceptually, I've written a bunch of scripts.
Then my question is, how did you...
The first script that I wrote was called Theodore in the Impenetrable Suit of Armor.
Okay.
And Paramount almost made it, and they were ready to do it, and they were going to take 2 years, and I said, well, you know what, I boiled it down, and I'll pull some characters out of it, and I made SLC Punk. Okay? And then years later, I wrote a couple other scripts. Then I come back to the sequel. I wrote a script that's way too big to make, so then I boiled that down, pulled Theodore back out, and now I'm making that in a smaller way. So
right, because I guess what I wanted to ask then is, what was the time in between? I mean, was it like the fans asking you to try to make something else that you finally said, all right, let me do something?
Hell no.
No?
No one cared.
I don't think that's true. I think you're being a little self-deprecating.
No, seriously. I really thought that I just wanted, I wanted to go back to Salt Lake and make another movie.
Right.
About the. SLC Punk is sort of misguided in some people,
right?
And I think that maybe some people took it a little too, a bit too seriously. Like there's a lot of cliques now, and punk to me was never. I don't want to say what punk is, but it was never a clique, And they're starting to sound like jocks and popular kids at school, not guys who would accept anybody, and that's what.
Right.
Punk was supposed to be like. They accepted anyone. You were gay.
I think that's why we liked it. We were one of those groups of friends that weren't the jocks, weren't the cool kids in the neighborhood. We stayed at home, played Dungeons and Dragons, and watched SLC Punk.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Except I didn't watch SLC Punk, but otherwise, yes, I did that. And so that Punk said, "Come on in. We don't care what you like." And then it changed, and I feel like. Even on the page, I'm disappointed because they're so cliquey. Because I cast this guy, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
And he's a rapper, but he's like the coolest guy. He auditioned. He's totally right for the role. And all this hate about well, he's a rapper. He's not a punk. I'm like, well, he's acting in a movie.
Yeah. He's an actor. It's a movie.
And no one even knows what I'm doing with him.
Yeah.
In the movie, and yet they're already saying, okay, I'm not watching this movie now because Machine Gun Kelly's in this movie. I don't even understand that way of thinking.
So they're kind of being protective of it. Like now, instead of being everybody's accepted, anti-cliques, it's a clique, very exclusive club that you can't get into unless you're punk enough.
Is Machine Gun Kelly your Batfleck?
No, Ben Affleck is probably a poor choice.
I mean, is he your Batfleck? He's the guy like, oh, this is gonna ruin the genre. Oh, he can't be Batman. And then Machine Gun Kelly comes out and just blows it all away.
That's how they're treating it. But the truth is that they don't. The audience has no idea what I'm doing with that character. He could just be a rapper. It's not like, okay, you can imagine what Ben Affleck. You've already seen Christian Bale be Batman. Now you have to imagine Ben Affleck being that guy. Yeah. That's what's hurting Zach. But I think in the end, Zach makes good decisions. It'll probably be fine. But it's kind of like, whoa. But like, hey, SLC Punk's a tiny movie. I think we get sometimes they get a little emotional about this stuff. I mean, like it's a fucking movie.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to come out.
But I read things like, you're breaking my heart by casting Machine Gun Kelly in your movie. Yeah. As if you read the script.
Oh, you should respond with Elton John's "Don't Go Breaking My Heart."
I tried. Kiss both sides of my ass.
Exactly. I mean, for all we know, he's going to be like the next Emmy winner because he comes out as the punk band called Death Leader or whatever.
Well, okay, this is what Marky Mark was a young rapper.
Yeah.
And he was in Three Kings. And everybody said at the time, I remember it clearly, oh my God, this is going to suck. Marky Mark as an actor. Now he's Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Academy Award nominated actor. So,
owner of Wahlburgers Restaurants.
Well, that's his brother.
True?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
Well, if Gary said it, it's got to be true.
Don't you watch the reality show?
All I know is food. I've got man boobs.
I unmuted Philip for a minute.
Can I jerk off to your man boobs?
Wow. Whoa.
I was noticing that he's just shaking his head in displeasure, it seems, through the whole
he can talk now. I thought he had voice there. I heard him cough.
He does.
But we all have to be absolutely quiet for Phil for
Here's
his
your big moment. Make it good.
A bag of dicks.
All right.
Exactly. Hey,
bag of dicks. Bag of dicks. Can I quote him on that?
Oh, exactly. Well, I want to take this time to make a second apology for Philip because that was a poor decision having him on.
It's me? Really? I'm the worst?
Yeah, you're up there. Like top two. Top three. All right, pickle juice. But I'm actually really looking forward to it. And you had a huge campaign on Indiegogo. I mean, people are sending in money left and right. You're going to have a concert. I mean, you are really a fan. You are a fan of the genre. You are a fan of your fans. You're a fan of the whole. And you can really see it. You can really see how much you enjoy to do what you do. And
Gary, I just want everybody to be happy. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see that, but I mean, you can really see how you haven't really. You're grounded. You are a very grounded individual.
Well, you'd have to ask my girlfriend if she feels that same way, but okay.
Well, apparently, to your girlfriend, man, I wouldn't want to be the girlfriend of anybody, because I'm a man. But I wouldn't want to be a girlfriend of a director because I'm a man.
No, that's not a good. Or a boyfriend of a director is probably.
Yeah.
Catherine Barr's boyfriend would have a hard time.
Or a girlfriend of Philip. Or a cop.
Well, I don't know Philip. Philip seems okay to me. He doesn't talk much.
Can you imagine his life?
Why did I get drug into this?
Well, you know what? Now we're going to drag in your wife. I can't imagine being a cop's wife. The fucking handcuffs, the baton beatings.
Oh, I can.
Well, that sounds okay to me.
Yeah.
That's the best part. Why wouldn't it be any different?
I'm going to detain my wiener in your vagina.
Other than the bag of dicks, it's the tastiest thing I heard about all day.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
Oh, Jesus.
You have so you said you have a concert to support the movie?
Oh, yeah, we got this big concert going on.
Some details? What is it? Drop it. Drop it like it's a plug, because it is.
Well, it's not news, John.
Okay. It is news to some people, maybe. Not everybody in the world knows it, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Okay, Mr. Butthead. Listen, listen, Zipperhead. I'll tell you what it is. What a weird. I said Zipperhead. What a weird, dated Korean.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty racist for a second.
For Asian people. I apologize.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get us fired now from our own
Fired
podcast,
from whom?
from
You
our
guys
own
work-
network. Yes.
You guys on Turner is going to fire you?
Yeah, we're gonna lose our sponsor.
Some old black
Sponsor.
Some old black man's gonna run in here, slap his hand on the desk. I told you not to ruin it for me. I'm 2 days from retirement.
Okay, the concert. The concert
Yes.
is Screeching Weasel,
Oh yeah.
who I like very much, and then
Nice.
the Dwarves.
Okay.
Who are, Blag Dahlia is a very good friend of mine, and if you ever had him on his show, he would really wreck your show.
Oh,
Well,
cool. Like that.
we would love to have him on the show.
We're kind of masochistic as a show.
Well, I mean, you look at he's got like always with piss hoods on the albums, and it's Blag. I mean, he would just laugh and say really horrible things.
Oh, we would
great.
love that.
Get 'em.
Yeah, we are kind of pigeonholed by who will agree to come on here because we're kind of idiotic and mean to people.
Well, Blag from the Dwarves is totally not frightened by anything like that.
Well, that's good because we will.
Yeah, I think he sets the standard for that kind of insult humor. He has no he just goes, that's how he laughs.
That's a good laugh he's got. I like it.
He said to me, James, we're old punk rockers. We should have been goth. We would have got laid.
He claps his hand and throws dust at you and leaves the room.
Except
I
he's
love
big.
people that laugh at their own jokes.
Except he's really tall, bald, and scary.
Oh, well then, shit.
Yeah. I like it even better.
Yeah, it's Black Dahlia. So, and they always bring a dwarf on stage. It's pretty interesting.
Is it in Salt Lake City?
Yeah, and then the other bands are the Ulteriors, which is a local band, Ike Murphy, and then the original, before that, the original band that was in SLC Punk that was called ECP. They're really called $8 Experiment are coming back.
Nice.
And then this like really great girl band is opening called Dog Party.
Oh my God, I love girl bands.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're like these
Something
sisters are
hotter
really
than that.
great.
Little boys.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
there you go.
What?
Wait a minute.
What did he say?
Does the police officer have a pierced
God damn it.
lip?
Yeah, he has a lip piercing.
Is that code?
It's to tell. It's how he can tell where the ball should stop.
I think he actually put that in just to meet you. I really do.
Because I mean, can you do that? I mean, in the force, I mean, like, because you might get hurt. Can he really use that when he's going out on patrol?
I've had that since I was 18, and I didn't become a cop until 2 years ago. So
You gotta take it out when you're on duty. I said
Duty.
I said duty.
He said duty.
I said duty.
So and I just want to make this announcement about Punk's Dead. The Half-Ass Podcast.
Gary.
The Half-Ass
Gary.
Podcast
Gary.
will not be anywhere near it. So boom. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh, we won't be on it? I thought we were gonna be on it now in the movie.
No, I'm really looking forward
I
to the
recorded
movie.
all of this, so it's going in the movie.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh,
Can
I
we do
swear.
it again? Retake this?
Just in the background. Just in the background, and you hear my
It's
voice
somebody's
just
computer. It's going on.
just cussing out the motherfucking cop that is Phil.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. Me and Phil have known each other for a while. We're mutual friends. We have mutual friends. I hate fucking cops. I really hate cops. I mean, with a passion. I hate cops. And this dumb motherfucker goes off and becomes a fucking cop. Like, I'm going to be like, oh, all of a sudden I have a friend who's a cop. No, I still fucking hate cops.
They do make you nervous. Even if you got like nothing going on, I still get nervous around cops.
Yeah, you're not. And that's what, they're not supposed to do
I
that.
will always be nervous around cops.
Yeah.
I was grown up. I was grown up to believe that.
Yeah. Well, I was growing up doing some bad things, but now that I've calmed down, I still always feel like I still got something in my trunk. Should I be worried? And I know
No, I'm like if a cop looks at me, no matter what I'm doing, and I'm an adult, I think like, oh my God, I'm in trouble, even though I didn't do anything.
Yeah, John grew up doing bad things, but he stopped horse masturbating years ago.
But is that illegal though, really?
not if you let them masturbate you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
The hooves kind of hurt though. They gotta get.
there's love there. There's love. And I don't think that you can judge on the love thing. I mean,
you really can't judge what. I just pictured John just trying to talk a horse into masturbate him, and the horse is like, no.
But apparently he's been successful, and I don't think you can look down on his success.
I forgot to take the horseshoes off.
We're a forgiving lot.
Yeah, we are.
Us Americans.
And that goes to another point you were making earlier about how punks are forgiving and accepting.
Well,
supposedly, and their intelligence. Intelligence is a big thing because I found in the community, in the punk community, intelligence is pretty paramount to them. They're not.
It was always meant to be like these guys, really funny, smart, but always joking. Fear. I mean,
Right.
They would try to make you hate them. Dead Kennedys. I mean, all this stuff is ironic. I don't know when it became gospel.
Yeah.
Exactly. Half-Assed Podcast. Does anybody just see the reference to Half-Assed Podcast in any of that? Smart, funny, always joking, hates gospel.
Very cynical.
Yeah, that's the point.
Sarcastic.
They hate cops.
So we're punk.
Phil, hate cops. Phil.
Well, I mean, at least the ethos was clear at a certain point where it was just, oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to write a song called "Kill the Poor," and then you're going to take it seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, if
exactly.
that's the case, then there'd be a lot of dead poor people by punks. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
That just happens
killed
with
by the cops.
Yeah, the cops
Yeah,
and the
but I mean,
Republican Party.
it feels like they would take that song seriously. They'd say, "Well, I don't know about that," and it's obviously ironic. Holiday in Cambodia is serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they say, "Oh no, Dead Kennedy's a very serious band." I'm like, no.
No. Shipping up to Boston is really
Right?
really about a sailor who lost his leg.
It's about
I
UPS.
lost my leg.
Yeah.
It's actually about UPS.
Yeah, it's about UPS.
They meant it very
I
literally.
thought they based the movie Castaway on that.
Yeah, exactly. The Dropkick Murphys are just they're the whole reason why everything exists.
Well, then they got a whole other group of people that don't like them, which is the hardcore, Irish folk music fans. They're like, they're not Irish music, and they get all angry at them, too. It's just fucking music. Enjoy
That's all stupid. That's like kind of a waste of your life.
Yeah, just enjoy it. If you don't like it, move the fuck on.
Look, we only have 15 more years before that asteroid hits. We
That's true.
have a good time.
Oh shit! There's an asteroid.
Yes, I told you about this on one of our episodes. I knew you didn't listen to
I don't pay attention to our show.
You never
we got 15 years, man.
If you would have read howsyourrobot.com at any point, you would have learned about it.
You know what? That's not too bad because my children will be around 30. They would have had sex. They would have had a kid. My grandkids would be dead. I don't even care about them. They're not even real yet. So
just make sure they have a good time all the time. I think that's the important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. If I had to label punk or give a definition to it, I would agree with you with how it's accepting of everything. It's one of the few things that say, hey, it's not my life. How you live is not for me to say. How I live is. And and that's what I like. But like you said, it's just so convoluted now that. It's like banging your fucking head against the wall. It's like talking to anybody who's super religious or anybody who's super atheist or anybody who's super into music and anybody who's is super into horse raping. John.
Okay, you bring up an interesting point, Gary. For me, any form of extremism or fanaticism is dangerous, period. I don't like it.
Exactly. See,
But it
We
doesn't
actually
matter.
had an argument with an atheist group before. Me and Gary argued with them, and that was related to Gary mentioned that he thinks atheism can get to the point where you start worshiping science as like a religion, and they just said it's impossible. You can never do that. But I could
Oh, I
easily
know
see
guys who
people.
do that.
Yes, it could happen. It is happening.
Yeah, it happens.
You go so
I-
extreme
I,
that you
I,
start.
I don't like any kind of. I think honestly, fanaticism in all forms is bad in general for our society. Period.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Really, those are the people that fuck everything up.
Them
Oh,
and
yeah.
cops.
Yeah, on a good enough timeline, you
Including
give me,
fanatic cops.
Yes.
you give me 10 minutes, I can fuck anything up. Not even 10 minutes. I can do it less. I can fuck something up in less than 10 minutes.
That's true.
No.
This is the Half-Assed Podcast.
Oh, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, while I'm thinking of fans, I don't think she'll listen, but she is a fellow Missourian, and she is on your page. I think her name is Jenny Jones.
Oh, Jenny Jones. Hi, Jenny.
Yeah. I want you to say hi to Jenny. I'm pretty sure
Jenny, post a comment tonight. I always see Jenny Jones's comment.
Yeah, Jenny is very, very enthusiastic about your page, and she's
cool
also
girl.
a fellow Missourian. She lives just south of me,
She's a cool girl. Jenny, I like Jenny Jones. Yeah, she's cool.
and apparently her life sucks because she had like cancer, all kinds of fucking cancer.
Oh.
And the tornado, and the big tornado went through.
I'll take back the fanatical thing because I'm fanatically against cancer.
Yeah, cancer. Cancer's horrible.
Let's talk about that thing you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a benefit for a buddy of ours. He got kidney cancer. He just walked into the hospital one day, and he's like, I'm pissing blood. What's going on? The doctor goes, you got kidney cancer. I'm sure it was more technical than that, but
No, I don't know. That's pretty basic.
I just explained it like a game of operation. But
My nose buzzed.
yeah, my nose is turning red. What the fuck is going on? You've got butterflies in your kidney.
Or cancer.
But I don't want to sound over cynical, but they have charities for kids with cancer. They have charities for the homeless. They have charities but they don't have charities for everyday working people,
Just the
black,
average
white,
guy.
Asian. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have a job and you're working, but you getting a sickness will take you off the job. You don't have no money. And me and a buddy of mine wanted to help out. We wanted to make sure his house payments get paid. We wanted to make sure his lights get paid. We wanted to make sure all his bills are paid. And if this turns out pretty good, we're going to do it next year for somebody else. We're going to do it next year, and hopefully.
Gary, you were saying that his cancer is curable. It's just that he can't pay his bills.
Yeah, it's very curable.
treatment is expensive.
His treatments are expensive. It's very curable. He's gonna make it. I don't want to lead anybody on that he's dying. He's going to make it, but he's got to have the treatments. He's got to have the surgeries, and he won't be able to work through this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
So
I think that's really great. I think that I was telling Gary. You remember a year ago, I had a friend of mine that passed away.
I
Way
remember
too
that.
young from cancer, and it's horrible. It's horrible.
Cancer got my dad.
Yeah. So okay, now this took a very morbid.
Okay.
Now we're getting pretty.
Cancer still hasn't given back his dad. He's just holding him for
Just
ransom.
got him. They keep sending me letters every once in a while. Seriously,
So-
gonna kill him.
Cancer never answers the phone.
Never answers the phone. Cancer's a dick, dude. You
He's
call
a real
cancer.
asshole.
Cancer calls you one time, says, "Hey, I'm taking you out," and then
That's it.
That's
No,
it.
no negotiation, no talking.
No, just I'm taking you out.
So
Real-
random.
Really random.
So when you're listening to this episode, if you're listening to it on the website, you can find the links and for all the info to Gary's event, which is it's a poker run, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's a poker run in Kansas City metropolitan area. It's called Help Keep the Lights On. It's just pretty simple. It's going to be fun. There's going to be bikini girls. There's going to be prizes. There's going to be me. So stay the fuck away from me.
That's a draw, Gary.
I am not James Marandino. I do not like talking to people.
Oh boy,
So
you fooled me there, Gary.
He's gonna do an event every month too, regardless if somebody has cancer or not. He'll find somebody and give them cancer. We can have the event. For them.
I'll sex it right into them.
Just send them
There's a market for that.
send them packs of cigarettes. Smoke these. We're gonna have a benefit for
Move
you.
them under power lines.
Yeah.
Well, that's a massive conspiracy there, though.
Make them drink hot water from.
A
You
few
think
weeks
all-
from now.
Okay, from the point of view of the truthers, they believe that every single event that occurs that involves mass killings, they think the government in crisis.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
in that respect, do you think that maybe all the charities are responsible for giving those people the diseases?
Oh, just so they can be charity.
Money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Of course they are.
Like Andromeda strain.
Oh, I never even thought about that. Oh my!
Thought of it now.
You just blew my mind.
That's
You
what's in the vaccines.
I never put the two together. I'm sitting here giving cancer just so I can keep my charity moving, just so I can keep giving cancer. I'm
Hey,
responsible.
There's motive.
I'm responsible for so many dead people now.
There's intent. There's motive. It's all there.
Oh,
Just crack this thing wide open.
There would be no cancer if there were no cancer charities.
All right, just so I can feel better. What race of people am I killing the most of?
Well,
The police.
it depends.
The police? I'm fine with the police.
Okay.
Fucking Sting needed to die a long time ago.
I think the middle-aged men really.
Yeah, why not?
And then a lot of kids though. I mean, those children charities are big.
Yeah, they're
They're the biggest money makers. That's where you
Kids
want it.
with bald hair, the cancer boy kid with bald head, and says, I love my parents, and they should
Yeah.
understand.
Right. If you
You
want to make
do
some
that-
money, give some kids some cancer.
But that only works for white kids. I can't go to Africa and give a bunch of African
no,
kids
no.
cancer.
No, they don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, they'd ignore me. So
There are no big sickle cell anemia type charities that work.
yeah, I think Salt and Pepper's got that shit locked up. The sickle cell anemia. So.
There's like
Yeah,
that
so-
website I sent you the link to where you answer questions, and each question you answer, they give grains of rice to hungry kids. But for each question you get wrong, they smack the bowl out of the kid's hand.
I think that's called Amnesty International.
I want the job of being the guy that stands there.
Fucking bam!
You just stand next to the kid waiting for the answer to come thing. Oh, you might get it right. Oh, you got it right. You a couple more.
I don't think that there's a lot of money in those kinds of charities.
Oh,
There's a lot of rice, though.
yeah, so much
But
rice.
if you could make it a game show, I think you could make some money on that.
Yeah.
Feed this kid. Well, get
We
that
have
fucking.
celebrity guest stars. Here's Brad Pitt. He's standing by the rice.
Oh,
Slap it out of his hand.
Tom Hanks with
It's
Wilson.
called The Real Jeopardy.
Yeah, the real Jeopardy, double Jeopardy, the real version.
The Real Jeopardy.
Start
Oh,
bringing in stars. Here's like the punter.
It's up
from
to
the
you,
Peanut Butter
John. What are the names of the lakes in New York that are? It's up to you, John.
Manhattan.
No, bam.
Go, slap.
What is it?
Tom
What
Brady
name of
grabs
the fourth
Tom-
president of the United States, John. It's up to you. This
George
boy
Bush.
will die.
James Madison, slap!
Oh no, that's Monroe.
Oh, slap!
Yeah, we have Brad Pitt standing by. He's going to punt this kid if you get it wrong.
Slap! It could be Brad Pitt or it could be James Marandino. We can't tell the difference. Remember?
They're both
That's
stars.
They're the both people. They're both
That was-
slapping black kids for charity. I mean,
That was a good way to
But
book
in all
it.
seriousness, though, I do wish all of those hungry.
Don't try to change it now.
I hope,
Try to change all the
I hope you keep all your rice in your bowls tonight, children.
Yeah, I do not wish, but they should give those girls back, man.
I'm gonna
No,
edit
yeah.
that.
What the fuck's up with that?
I don't know. I mean, like, in the name of Allah, I'm selling your children.
Yeah.
Fuck this
No,
guy.
they can't go to school. Allah says women shouldn't be in school.
No, but the funniest part of that was that the guy is saying to the camera, Allah has said to me, I must sell your children
Yeah.
because Allah wants me to have money.
Yeah, but religious people think atheists are crazy.
Well, and here's the thing: is like if I had the cash, I'd buy them. So I
Yes,
mean, like,
sure.
and we're in this thing now.
I could use one of them around here, clean up a little bit.
Don't you kind of want to be?
At least give them back. The point is that like it's like an easy issue to solve.
Okay, literal James.
Sorry.
Like, it's
Sorry for being literal.
I'm going to edit the part out where he's being sincere and just have the part where he's talking about slapping black kids.
But don't you want
to slapping black kids? I said slapping their food away from them.
Don't you
okay.
want to be in that room where the guy who's claiming to talk to God or Allah or whoever, and just see what he's actually talking to?
Yes.
If he's talking at all, I mean, he could be talking to a pencil sharpener, and he's like, "Oh God, what do you steal the girls? They're learning too much."
I honestly believe he didn't talk to. I mean, I don't think anyone talked to him. I don't think he believes anyone talked to him.
It's just the way it's a power trip. It's a
I
way to
think
act that way.
He's being like a little punk.
He's like,
It's an excuse to act that way.
no one went to prom with me, and they're all smart.
His mom didn't hug him enough.
No, because he's not even Al Qaeda. We're saying like, well, we're going to blow up your country if you don't get out of Saudi Arabia. He's like, I'm stealing Muslim children.
We're just going to take your kids.
Because Allah told me to, and fuck you.
Well,
We're just gonna take your kid.
he's like cancer. He's just an asshole.
Yeah, he's just an
that's
asshole.
what I say. He's just an asshole.
Yes.
He's fucking cancer, dude.
He's not even evil. He's just a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's a dick. He's cancer. He's the dick. He's just like, he calls up one day, I'm gonna take you out.
Yeah, unless and I'm selling them. Ha 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 ha. He's like Barat on like times 10. I mean, he literally acts like Barat. You would think it's Sacha Baron Cohen playing that character.
Did you say Barack?
Borat.
Borat. Oh.
Barat.
I thought you were saying that he's like
Barack Obama.
No. He's
You
like
heard it here first.
Sacha
James
Baron,
says
he's
Barack
like a character from
Obama's a Muslim.
Sacha Cohen.
Yeah.
I know.
I was saying to him.
God knows.
This is what I got to deal with. It's only worse because the cops here.
I see Phil is there the whole time, man.
Yeah, he's just staring. Look at him. He looks like Fart off of Super Troopers.
He doesn't know it, but he hasn't been muted for a long time now.
Yeah, he finally shut the fuck up. He learned.
Oh, okay.
Like a good little pig.
Yeah, and I'm the hard one to deal with. You're a real nice guy over there.
Oh my
But
God.
Philip, as a police officer, have you ever busted a bunch of Satan worshippers killing a virgin?
No, not so far. I'm only 2 years in. Change.
Stop. All right, stop talking. Until you do not talk until you're asked to talk.
You know what happens? I think this is the way Gary's wife treats him. So now he's kind of getting a little bit of revenge on
Oh my
somebody.
God.
Okay.
Hammer Hands? Hammer Hands does this to me?
Yes, that's what she does. She tells him just to sit there and shut up unless he's on the podcast. Then he can talk.
Or unless I'm on Facebook. And then I just like, fuck you, everybody. I'm fucking smarter than you. Fuck.
It does seem like you get all your aggression out right on Facebook.
I like to fight. That's what me. All right, I got a question for Philip. Because fuck James Marandino. He's only the biggest star here. Philip, how much age do you have?
Only as much as you gave me.
At least he's quick.
But it worked. No, the timing was good. It worked out.
He just froze.
No, but he worked that out, though. He played that out nicely.
Yeah.
James likes me.
See? He's the only one. James likes everybody.
Yes, we already established that.
I called James a has-been, and he still likes me.
Yeah.
Congratulations. The nicest guy in the world likes you.
But that was a compliment, Gary. So,
Yeah. The guy who has a podcast in a room in his house called somebody else a has-been. I have no right to call anybody anything other than a cop. I hope you get AIDS. I really do.
Oh, God.
Oh my God! I hope you stop somebody and he looks like the fucking guy off the Dallas Buyers Club and he just stabs you in the neck with a fucking used needle.
But it has to be specifically Jared Leto.
Yeah, it's Jared Leto. I don't care if it's. Shut up. No one's talking to you. I don't care. Well, I am talking to you. I'm talking at you. It has to be Jared Leto.
Second.
Or Matthew McConaughey. What was that, Phil? Go ahead. Sorry.
hair looks lovely. You sweaty bastard.
Oh, I am sweating like a.
Yes, he is.
Oh my god.
Gary, what's up? Why are you sweating?
He's got cancer.
I've got a closed room. I've got a closed room, closed door, and a light on me, and I'm fat.
Because if he opens that door,
also a sign of pancreatic cancer, so you should look at that.
I probably should, but if I'm afraid
No,
of,
there is really no real cure for that, so you might want to.
well, I'm afraid of going to the doctor because they might tell me I have some. The last time I went to the doctor, he kind of laughed at my penis size.
this is too big.
No, he definitely didn't say that. He's just like, oh, so you married an Asian woman, huh? Well, that's good for you. I was like, oh.
Why are you keeping a giraffe neck in your pants?
Oh, and my dick does look like a nightcrawler with a turtleneck on.
Yeah.
So just picture that. Phillips, he's turned on, but
so
everybody
you're not
else
circumcised then. In other words,
no, I am circumcised. That's just how bad it is.
They did it twice.
Wow, you need to take me back.
No, they didn't go back. They circumcised both ends.
In the Jewish religion, it's called a diddick.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like I have a hood. Yeah, it's horrible. Can we please just get off the visual?
You know
of
what
my
we should
penis?
do right now? We should
It's
start
not
dropping websites.
Oh, okay. We'll start dropping websites. I guess
Yeah.
this is close to the end of our show.
They're wrapping it up.
We are wrapping it up. Is there anything you want to pimp, James? Anything? There's James Marindo SLC Punks Pub on Facebook.
Yeah, there's that. There's my page, James Marandino SLC. James Marandino's SLC Punk Pub, which is like a virtual pub where people come and I talk to anybody and we just talk like we're going to a pub.
I love that idea.
But there's no drinks unless you bring your own, and it's virtual.
It's virtual and it's amazing. I love it. It's one of my frequent stops. It really is.
Then the other page is obviously the Punks Dead SLC Punk 2 Punks Dead page.
Okay.
If you want to come out. And
If people like me that can't spell, you'll find all those links right here in the post.
Yeah, we'll have these links up in the post. There's.
I don't know how to do that because I'm moronic on.
You don't have to touch a thing, baby
I
cake.
don't. 7 people that are on Google Plus right now.
You don't have to. You don't have to touch a thing. It's going to be on our website, halfasspodcast.net. All the links to everything will be there. So if you go to the halfasspodcast.net, you will find how to get in touch with James Marandino on his Punks Pub. You will find his SLC Punks Dead 2 Facebook page. You will also get a signed autographed copy from me to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well my mother would appreciate that.
Not to James's mom. I was thinking more of Philip's mom. But oh, really, it has been my live stream since 5 minutes ago to fuck a cop's mom.
5 minutes.
You want to milf a cop?
I want you. I want to just be right full doggy style into it, and you walk into the room and you just mutter, "Mommy," and I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Oh my God.
Send us a name too of anybody you want arrested.
We've got.
Phil's gonna take care of it.
Yeah. Anybody in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so yeah, halfasspodcast.net. You'll get all your connections there.
Any name named Frank Sorensen. Arrest them all.
Frank Sorensen. Arrest all the Frank Sorensens. You got
Okay.
that? We also got the How's Your Robot T-shirt factory.
And tell him, Marandino says hello.
With a fucking blackjack up to the side of the head.
We're gonna have to get some more into this story. Not now.
We will.
Maybe
It's
next
not a
time.
story. It's totally arbitrary.
All right.
So we've got our T-shirt factory. How can you get a that'll be a halfasspodcast.net. We've got
And howsyourrobot.com.
and howsyourrobot.com.
Get to the T-shirt factory. I'll make you your own. You write whatever you want on there. I'll make it.
Yep.
Oh, that's kind of like t-shirt.com.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's a lot like howsyourrobottT-shirt.com.
I'm gonna mute.
Or
James.
the most cheapest Asian factory sweatshop.com. But other than that, this has been the Half-Ass Podcast. We've had James Marandino
Thank you,
and
James.
this cop.
Thank you, guys.
So, thank you very much for joining us, buddy. It was awesome. You are
Yes.
Terry, thanks,
You
John
are-
and Philip. Man, thank you too.
you are a rock star, sir.